What up guys, Maxske here, welcome to Economics 8.14 at Ekko University, and today's a great day for Ekko 8. What is that in the sky? Boom! 3,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for subscribing, it means so much to me. I'll continue to private you.
It's not how much time you have, it's how you use it.
Alright guys, welcome to Economics 8.14 where we talk everything Ekko for patch 8.14 in League of Legends. Once again, I want to thank you guys for 3,000 subscribers. That is so many people. That's like more people than Antarctica has people, something like that. I don't know, but thank you guys so much. It means so much. I will continue to bring you guys the best Ekko content. But yeah, like I was saying, this is a great patch for Ekko. I'll show you guys the best runes, the best builds, the best bans, Ekko's patch rating, and then we'll do some OP.GG reviews. So Ekko's runes have finally changed after this entire long season of not changing. We finally added Ghost Poro to the mix instead of Eyeball Collection. So Ghost Poro was just reworked to give you 5 to 20 AP if you or your Ghost Poro is on the enemy side of the map. So the new runes are Electrocute, Sudden Impact, Ghost Poro, Ravenous Hunter, Absolute Focus, Gathering Storm. The combination of Ghost Poro, Absolute Focus, and Gathering Storm, when they're all active, let's say at 10 minutes when you have Gathering Storm's 8 AP, when you have Absolute Focus AP, and then if you have Ghost Poro AP, which is like 10 AP at 10 minutes, or maybe 11 AP or 12 AP at 10 minutes, I don't know the exact number, but you'll be able to 1Q the wave with a Revolver. So just 40 AP, just a Revolver, a 40 AP item with Dark Seal, Doran's Ring, you'll be able to 1Q the wave. And on top of that, if you have like 1 or 2 kills in your Dark Seal, you could 1Q the wave without Gathering Storm. So like at 8 minutes or 9 minutes, if you have like 1 kill on your Dark Seal or something like that, you could 1Q the wave with the Revolver. It's crazy how good the wave clear is in the early game with Ghost Poro. Also, you could 2Q the wave much quicker with Ghost Poro active. It's very good for Ekko's early game wave clear. Yeah, I fell in love with this. I knew Ghost Poro would be good. I didn't think it would be this good. You may be like, oh, it's just 5 to 20 AP in the early game. Ekko struggles in the early game a lot, and this tiny bit of AP that you get from Ghost Poro propels Ekko into a much better wave clearing. Like I always said, Ekko needs like a tiny base buff on his Q by like 5. Well, guess what? This Ghost Poro gives you that tiny bit of AP that you need to have a much better early game. So for this patch, 8.14, Ekko's build and playstyle is a little bit different. And when I mean build is different, I'm just meaning like early game and summoner spells. So now we want to take Ignite. TP got nerfed, and Ignite is actually really good. Ignite got buffed a long time ago, and Ekko doesn't really use Ignite because Ekko is one of those champions that didn't really need Ignite, and he benefited from TP a lot. But with the TP nerfs, Ignite came back, and Ignite is actually really strong. Ignite helps you win matchups that you would have lost before. Like for example, Yasuo. Yasuo is beatable with Ignite. Ignite does a lot of damage. It's like really good. So I prefer that you guys try to use Ignite. Your playstyle has to change though. You can't waste your mana as much. You can't just perma split push, because now with Ignite, you have to like push the bot lane or push top lane if you're splitting, but don't push all the way. Like make it like self push, and then go help your team 5v5 and win a fight. You want to like push waves and then go with your team and win a team fight with Ignite. That's how you want to play. So for the early game, I only start Doran's Ring now. I like Doran's Ring start first. I used to do Dark Cell, I used to do Corrupting. I think Doran's Ring is like the best for Ghost Poro combination because it helps you stay in lane the longest with mana wise. It gives you that extra extra HP for that little bit of sustain from poke. And because, I don't know, it just helps you stay in lane longer to help you farm better because you can't just back instantly with no TP now. You gotta stay in lane a little bit longer. And Dark Seal and Corrupting Potion, yeah, you could use those, but I personally prefer, you guys should try Doran's Ring. I prefer it a lot better now. But the build after that's the same. You want to buy Dark Shield refillable after, then Proto Build, Boots, Lichbane, Death Cap if you're ahead, Morello if they have a lot of healing, and that's basically your build for Ekko, the core build. So yeah, let's get into the must bans. Alright guys, so for the ban list for 8.14, I removed like Yasuo, I removed Aurelia. Why? Because Conquer got a tiny nerf. And with Ignite and Ghost Poro, you can win those lanes a lot better. So they're not as bad as before. But let me go through the must bans for the mid lane. So Vlad is really annoying if you hate Vlad. I think Vlad is one of those champions that has to be like disabled. He's not a fair champion. He's a champion that has perma sustain, point and click abilities, perfect like hard to kill because of his healing, because of his pool, and does stupid amount of AoE damage for team fights. Like Vlad's only weakness is his ability cooldowns in the early game. But once you get to like 20 minutes, if you don't win the game by 20 minutes, he becomes unstoppable. He's an annoying champion. You could beat him in the early game as Ekko, like I just said. You could beat him especially with Ignite. But if he gets ahead even a little bit by like your team making a mistake or you make a mistake, he becomes impossible to kill. Like point and click abilities, really safe champion, really annoying. Leblanc, same thing. Except LeBlanc beats you in the early game. But if you get ganks from your jungler and get ahead, you could be LeBlanc. Once LeBlanc gets behind, she's really bad. But if you let LeBlanc scale, if you let LeBlanc win your early game, because she wins early game versus Ekko, especially if you don't get ganks. But if you manage, if she manages to win early game, it's pretty much over. Like she's gonna point and click on you twice and you're dead. Q, point and click R, Q again, auto attack, electrocute, passive pop, boom, you're dead. Like point and click champ, and then her E hitbox is ridiculous. It doesn't even make sense. So yeah, LeBlanc is one of those champions that really annoying to play against if she gets ahead. But if you get ahead, you one-shot her. She's very squishy. Rise. Another point and click champion. Except this guy has 2 point and clicks. I don't really see Rises that often anymore. But if you do see a Rise and he gets to 20 minutes, he becomes impossible to kill with the Seraph's Staff and like Rod of Ages. He becomes like he becomes a Vlad, but instead of healing, he's shielding, basically. And I think he actually does more damage than Vlad to, I don't know, whatever. Rise is Rise. But the champion that I permaban every game is Kassadin. Because Kassadin, I think, has a higher pick rate than Rise. Kassadin is becoming more popular because of his buffs. And Kassadin is really annoying for Ekko because he point and click ability is woo! Literally, Kassadin does not have a single skill shot except maybe his E. That's not really I don't really consider that a skill shot. Yeah, so Kassadin just becomes super unkillable. The same thing as Rise. Kassadin is like Rise, becomes unkillable, except instead of getting shields, Kassadin like flies around the map with his R and gets a tiny magic shield if he Qs on you and with the silence. I don't know, Rise. I permaban Rise personally. I haven't seen a Rise since patch 8.13 because I permaban it. So yeah, but yeah, those are the mid lane. Everything else in the mid lane, I don't think is that bad. Zoe's annoying. Ahri got a little bit buffed, kind of annoying. But for the most part in the mid lane, Ekko is pretty in a good spot now. For your overall team bans, I would ban Graves. Graves is still really strong in the jungle. Kindred is actually really annoying for Ekko because Kindred stops you from executing a target. I actually ban Kindred sometimes now too. Morgana, Fiddlesticks, they just stop your burst because of their fears and silent and like CC. So that's why I would ban Morgana or Fiddlesticks. And then lastly, Jax. I think Jax is like the only Conquer champion right now that actually annoys me. Because Jax is still a really strong 1v1er. So that's why I would ban Jax if I had to. But yeah, these are the must bans for this patch. And lastly, for Ekko's patch rating, this patch I give Ekko an A. Woo! Ekko's finally an A this patch. Why? I think Ghost Poro helps Ekko a lot. But like I said in the early game, for wave clearing, for extra damage. Also, free warding. And then once you snowball the game, or once you start getting towers, Ghost Poro is activated all the time because you're always going to be on the enemy side of the map. So, and it scales a lot better than Eyeball Collection. I think because the only reason Eyeball Collection got nerfed a long time ago is because Ghost Poro and Zombie Ward were just so bad. I think they should like buff Eyeball Collection again because I feel like the new Ghost Poro is just so much better than it, especially in the early game. And then we have Ignite buffs that happened a long time ago. Ekko never ran Ignite. But with the TP nerfs, Ignite sounds like a good idea, and it actually is a really good idea, because Ignite helps Ekko win a lot of bad matchups that he would have lost before. So with Ghost Poro wave clear, with Ignite lane dominance, it helps Ekko's laning phase a lot. And Ekko's pretty good outside of laning phase, so getting these like early game buffs to laning phase helps Ekko a lot for this patch. And like a lot of bad champions that used to beat Ekko, like Conquer champions, Conquer got a little bit nerfs that helps Ekko. A lot of the meta 80 carries now are like MF, Jhin, Lucian, maybe Xayah, I don't know. But I know that MF and Jhin are kind of meta now, and Ekko kills those champions so easily because they basically stand still. So that helps Ekko a lot. Lucian's still killable. He has a little bit of a dodging ability, but Lucian's still killable. Xayah's really the only annoying one. Xayah or Khan is still really annoying, but for the most part, Jhin and MF are just free low, and you see Jhin and MF a lot. On top of that, you have like Heimerdingers now bot lane, and Ekko jumps on Heimerdinger, it can one-shot him, especially if you land your W on Heimerdinger, because Heimerdinger usually wants to stand by his towers, so it's kind of easy to hit that. So yeah, most of like the meta champions right now are kind of easy for Ekko to kill. That's why Ekko's in a pretty good spot. So yeah, that's why Ekko is an A rating this patch. Let's get into some OP.GG reviews. Alright guys, we're going to do some OP.GG reviews now. I have 3 people to do. I have 2 silver players and then 1 diamond player. So I'm going to try to compare the differences between all 3 of them in one way, shape, or form. So let's start with Taylor Swift. Hey, Taylor Swift. Okay. So we have silver 1. So your goal is to get to gold, right? You were gold in... where is it? Season 6? Season 7 silver? You went from bronze to gold. That's actually really good. But yeah, you started, stop climbing here. Maybe you stopped playing. But yeah, let's get you to gold and then get you to platinum. Okay, let's see. So Ekko KDA is not bad. The win rate is we have to improve this. You can't climb with Ekko. You can't climb with any champion if your win rate is under 50%. Usually if you want to have a steady climb, it has to be higher than 51%. Obviously, the higher the win rate, the faster your climb is. Let's see what's going on here. You're in silver, so you still have a lot to learn about the game, decision-making wise, and maybe mechanically also. So let's see this. So here, let's see. You start Corrupting Potion, I guess. You have the correct runes, which is good. You want to use Ghost Poro now. This was, yeah, you want to use Ghost Poro now? You should try that. You should try to use Ghost Poro, like I said. Scales a lot faster than Eyeball Collection. You're maxing Q. Okay, so here you're maxing Q at level 3, so you get the 2Q. You could do this, but if you're doing this, then you have to make sure you do not get ganked. Because if you don't have your W to protect yourself from ganks, then you're going to die without your W. So if you do this 2Q strategy at level 3, make sure you don't die from a gank. So Corrupting Potion. You bought 2 pink wards here. This is not good. This is not smart. You wasted half a kill of gold. You wasted 150 gold to buy 2 pink wards. I recommend don't buy that many pink wards in the early game. Yes, Vision is always good, but this is 150 gold. That's like half a kill. Buy only 1 pink ward in the early game because you're wasting a lot of gold and you want to scale. You want to get as much as AP as possible. So try to buy 1 pink ward and put it in a really good spot. Don't buy like 1,000. I used to buy a lot of pink wards. You actually waste a lot of gold. Imagine buying 10 pink wards in a game. That's 750 gold. That's a lot of gold. But yeah, let's see. Other than that, okay, you're versing AD, sort of AD, AD, AD. You should have tabbies this game. Even though Shark Boots are really strong, tabbies would make it so that this guy can't kill you. It'll be harder for her to kill you. It'll be harder. Like Jack's auto attacks, Yasuo auto attacks, Vayne auto attacks. Tabbies would have helped you a lot here. Shark Boots are good for damage, but look how many times you died, right? Maybe with tabbies you live a little bit longer, you know? See, like, your MF build tabbies. Your Grave should have built tabbies. He would have been unkillable. So yeah, tabbies are really strong against auto-attacking champions like this. So, this game, their AD carried. You as Ekko should be able to assassinate her, but I get it. It's hard to win games if your bot lane feeds 0-8. Like, you just have to deal with it, but like, on the other side, even if your team is feeding like this, you still have to play well and destroy your Yasuo. You just the only way to win a game where your team is 0-8, like well, literally 1-12, you have to win your lane as hard as possible. That's all I can say on that. Let's look at this game. Another example of your team inting, and they have a Kali. Yeah, you're not gonna win this game, but like this is one of those games. Like the only thing I can tell you about this is like you have to just the same way a Kali got this fed. You have to get this fed. That's the like. Even though it's like obviously like, what if your team dies 10 times before you? Like, say you get 5 kills at 5 minutes, but your teammates died 10 times at 5 minutes. Like, it's hard, but you just have to consistently win your lane like this hard. You just have to consistently win. You're not gonna win every game. You're not gonna win every game, but you have to consistently win your lane hard, and you'll win more games than you're losing. Let's look at this game. You did most damage. This is good. You did most damage. You should die 2 times less. Try to die 4 to 5 times a game. Anything more than that is not that good. Obviously, try to die no times a game. But this game they have a Rengar, Yorick. You're not gonna kill Yorick. You're not gonna kill Galio. You could kill these 2 people. You could kill Rengar. Like the enemy team picked these 2 champions that you can't really kill. But you had a fed your Quinn's inting, your support's inting, your jungler's inting. Yes, it's really hard to win games like this. Especially because you're a silver gold player, so you don't have like you don't have the best decision making and mechanics to solo carry a game. So it becomes really hard, but you are doing most damage here. So what I would recommend for you is just to just win lane harder and die less, and you'll win a lot more games. Like, I can't really tell you what you're doing right or wrong by OP.GGs, but I do see that your teammates are kind of bad. Like, look at this game. 20-3. Your teammate not doing so hot. Not doing so hot. She did pretty well. She did pretty well. And you did really well. Play like this every game, and you'll climb no matter what. Here. What happened here? It looks like... I don't know why you took heal. Unless you got AD carry and you played Ekko AD carry. If you're playing Ekko AD carry, just take Ignite regardless, honestly. Oh, what happened here? What happened here? It looks like you inted. I mean, you got tilted here because you played Ekko and you lost, so you decided to play Nautilus. I do this also. Don't do this. This is how you lose a lot of games. This is how you lose a lot. Yeah, see? 9. You have 44% win rate. I feel like you tilted a little bit, so you decided to play support every game. That happens to me too. You can't do that if you want to climb. But yeah, what I could tell you is watch like how to like improve like decision making as a mid laner, and then after you do that, you should be able to win mid lane a lot harder. And as long as you win mid lane hard every game, you'll be able to carry better. But like even though if your team is inting, don't give up. Just play your heart out, and you have a good chance of winning. That's all I could say. That's all I can really say. But yeah, good luck on your climb, Jailer. Swift. Now we have echolocation, another silver. Silver 3. Let's get you to gold. Let's see what happens here. So here, let's see. You have a good win rate. Pretty good win rate. Pretty good win rate. You die 6 times a game. You should get that to 5. You're dying a little bit too much. Let's see. You don't have a Doran's ring here. Let me see. Alright, correct the runes. Okay, you started... Okay, this is bad. This is very bad. Darksteel start is doable. You could do it. I personally like Doran's ring now. Doran's ring into Darksteel. But this is very bad. This Sapphire Crystal is not gold efficient at all. It makes you a lot... You wasted 350 gold just for mana, when you should just manage your mana better. And with the Doran's ring, which is much better than this item, you'll have much better mana sustain. This item just gives you like no benefits. Just never build this item by itself. It's really bad. It's really bad. I'm telling you, it's really bad. Don't build it. Try Ghost Poro also. You finish Boots first. Why'd you finish Boots first? Let's see. Because TF might have finished. Yeah, finishing Boots first versus TF is pretty good, because usually TFs go for movement speed and then just perma-kite you. So building Boots first is pretty good versus TF. But most of the time you want to try to get your Proto Belt finished as fast as possible. Your team, oh my god, wow. Yeah, this season is really hard to solo carry compared to how hard your team ints your game. Wow. Unlucky game. Like, in a game, you're probably not going to win this game when your bot lane died 22 times. They're basically inting. You just gotta, like, especially in lower elo, you just gotta fight through the int. You literally gotta fight through the int. This game looks like you could have won. Let's see. Yeah, this game you could have won. You threw this game. Obviously, I don't know what happened in this game, but looking at the enemy team's scores, looks like you could have solo carried this game. You have 15 kills. You died way too many times. That's why. You lost because you died 9 times. And also, you should have built Death Cap before Morellonomicon. No one on this team has healing, except maybe like Kayn. Yeah, no one on this team has true healing, except like Kayn on his ultimate, which is fine. So if you finish Death Cap here first before Morellonomicon, you one-shot all of them. And if you die less, you carry this game. You have to die much less. Also try Doran's Ring start into Darksteel. It'll help you on your mana problems. Let me see if you build Crystal here again. Okay, you didn't build the Mana Crystal this game, which is good. But I recommend trying Doran's Ring. It's pretty good. Let's look at this game. Looks like you could have carried this game also. 9-4, 3-10, 3-10, 5-11. Yikes. Yikers. Alright, so Annie solo carried this game, basically. Oh, Annie and Nocturne. You can't let Annie do this, even though your team is inting. Try to prevent Annie from roaming, because you're better at roaming than Annie, and you could push her into her tower. So, but honestly, when teams, and like this is really hard to carry. Like I said, this season is like It's hard for one person to carry, but it's really easy for one person to throw the game and hear your entire team through the game. So from looking at these two silver players, it looks like you guys are dying a little bit too much. If you guys die less and win your lane harder and make better decisions, you'll be able to carry your games more. But you're also getting these unlucky games where your team just ints you, which is very okay. You died a lot here. Like when your team ints you like that, you just have to like try not to tilt, because if your team ints you like 20 deaths, and then you're going into the next game tilted, try not to tilt. It happens, but it's not gonna happen every game, and you should be winning your game. You should be winning your lane more often than not every game. So with doing that, you should be able to carry your games better, even if your team is inting. Like if you're winning your lane hard, it tilts your teammates less. But if your teammates die 5 times and you still have 0 kills, obviously I'm not saying you can get a kill every game. Like honestly, like it's like not likely that you're gonna be able to destroy the same person 10 times in a row before your team dies. But you have to try to play well so your team's like, oh wait, this Ekko might be able to carry me. Let me int less. But yeah, for these two silver players, just watch how to make better decision making so you die less, win your lane harder, and don't tilt from your teammates just inting your games. That's what I could say. And now we have 4 seconds. Diamond 5, high Ekko KDA. High Ekko KDA. High Ekko win rate. Looks like you started this account in low elo. Yep. That's why you're... Yeah, plat 5. Maybe even further back. Or maybe you... I don't know. Yeah, you started it in lower elo, and now you're in higher elo in Diamond 5. You have a good Ekko win rate in KDA. Still a positive win rate. Zed's... Okay, all these champions are making you lose games. These 3 champions. But for the most part, this is good right here. Let's see what's happening. Luden's Ekko... it works. Wow. Wow. Huh. You should have won this game. She's solo... You cannot let an Orianna solo carry the game. Especially when you have a Jax, a Vlad, and you that are super fit. Wow. You won this game. But that Orianna almost solo carried that game. Wow. This cannot happen. I don't even know how this happened. Wow, that's actually... You cannot let this happen. Even if you won this game and you played well, you cannot... Wow. I don't even know what to say. How is it even... She's 12-8. Wow. I feel bad for her. She should have won this game. I feel like you guys should have, like, FF and let this Orianna win the game because she played her heart out. But anyway. This Luden's Ekko works. It works. I personally don't like it. I feel like it's too expensive to buy, but it works. Let's see what you did here. You went Twin Shadows. I don't think this is ever worth... Okay. Oh, you use Ultimate Hunter? Okay, so I'm going to say Ultimate Hunter is not worth at all. It's actually not worth at all. I feel like you don't even feel it. I feel like just go Ravenous Hunter. I think it helps you so much better. Personally. I don't think Ultimate Hunter is even worth on Ekko. Okay, you get Double Dorans. Double Dorans is okay. You should have bought a refillable potion here. If you buy Darksteel, you have to buy a refillable potion, or you're just wasting gold on potions. I personally don't think Double Dorans is necessary. It does help you a lot, but I feel like wasting another 400 gold. Like, think about another 400 gold delays your Hextech Revolver by 400 gold, delays your Proto Belt by 400 gold. I personally prefer not going Double Dorans, but you could do it. It works. You went Twin Shadows first. I wouldn't recommend that. It's not a good early game item. It doesn't give you any mana. It doesn't give you any HP. It's not like... I wouldn't say it's an early game item, to be honest. But if it works for you, it works for you. But because you're doing it here also. You're doing like some Twin Shadows Death Cap, like the old Frost Queens. But yeah, I think Proto Belt will do you a lot more good than Twin Shadows. Personally, I believe. Here you're doing it every game actually. Wow, this is interesting. And you're going Leandra's Torment. I think what's holding you back. I don't want to like disgrace your build, but I feel like you should be using Ravenous Hunter, and I feel like you shouldn't be going Twin Shadows. I feel like it's not gonna benefit you as much as Proto Belt does. I'm telling you that right now. Just do me a favor and go Proto Belt, Lichbane Death Cap, or Proto Belt Death Cap. I feel like Twin Shadows is not doing you any good. I'm not trying to like downplay your build, but there's a reason why not a lot of people run Twin Shadows. Even though Twin Shadows is a cool item. Alright, here, you did it here too. You build Ravenous Hunter here, which is good. Even though Ravenous Hunt Twin Shadows is it's sort of a decent item, you have to tell yourself, yeah, Twin Shadows is a cool item, but what are you giving up? What are you giving up for Twin Shadows? You're giving up Proto Belt. Proto Belt is actually really strong. Gives you the CDR, gives you a little bit less AP, but gives you a really... Like, Proto Belt's passive is really amazing. Like, the little dash plus AoE does a lot of damage, especially when you're up close. And HP helps you survive a lot of... 300 HP is a lot of auto attacks. You know, it's like a good tank amount of HP. So personally, Twin Shadows Death Cap is going to make you super squishy, which is fine. But if you get caught, you're dead, right? This is a really squishy build. If you get caught, you're dead. Especially with Luden's Ekko Death Cap, you get caught, you're dead because you don't have the HP from Proto Belt. So based on your build, I would change your build to climb. On top of that, you're Diamond 5, so your decision making should be... The reason why people don't climb out of Diamond 5 and go higher is because of the stuttering. Because of the decision making. So you gotta like make better decisions. I can't tell you how to do that because I don't watch your games, but you gotta like watch challenger level players, masters players, on what they do and what they don't do. Because the only reason why people are stuck in Diamond 5 is because even if they play well, their decision making is not consistent enough to make them climb. So I would say improve your decision making and maybe try Proto Belt without Twin Shadows. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video of economics. I'll see you guys in the next one.